What's goody to any and everybody who may be listening? Okay, now let's get on down to these trifling ass gospel artists that had got the nerve to be thinking that they better and ain't. Gotta tell you, bitch, you ain't better. You worse for lying and stealing. Bitch, you are singing music for a religion that stole from the head of the religion. So let's go ahead and get y'all together. I'm talking about any and all gospel music artists, bitch, sitting up there singing about the glory, bitch, and don't know nothing about the glory, bitch. You a thief, and you stole for a motherfucking demon and archons. I decree and declare that any and all of my energy, like sparks and soul fragments, caught up within any of these motherfucking gospel artists that got the nerve to be out here thinking that they better than these secular artists, and they are not any better. They worse. Are released, removed, freed, and brought on back home to the mother, the father, and the child. And also, let me make myself clear about saying something about the head of the religion, bitch. Yeah, sure, ain't the head of the religion because he don't fuck with y'all. So, he ain't even got nothing to do with y'all. But y'all sitting around here trying to steal from him and sing praises and shit, and then stole and deceiving the motherfucking public. I decree and declare that any and all of my energy, like sparks and soul fragments that got lost within that bullshit that y'all got going on, are released, removed, freed, and brought on back home to the mother, the father, and the child. And I'm gonna name a couple of names. Now these are the most important names that I'm gonna name. Okay? Damn. Let me see, what them names at, child? Yolanda Adams. Girl, you just got the look on you that you look like you look at somebody and judge them. Just looking at them. Y'all, all you bitches are Dracos. Oh, Mary. Oh my God. Especially the sister with the big head, girl. Sit down. You and your husband need to go somewhere and sit down. I decree and declare that any and all of my energy, light sparks, and soul fragments they got caught up with the Mary, or the husband, or they churn, girl, who? All of them are released, removed, freed, and brought on back home to the mother, the father, and the child. Okay? Mary, Donnie McClurkin, girl, Miss Donnie. See, it would have been better off for you if you would have just accepted who the fuck you were, bitch, gay. Very much so gay, and one of the girls at that, bitch. It would have been better for you. Instead of trying to impress these motherfuckers up in this church. Which goes to show me you ain't nothing but a motherfucking Draco, a gay man who don't value yourself, bitch. I decree and declare that any and all of my energy, like sparks and soul fragments that are lost or caught up, or that they got stolen by Donnie with that bald head, just looking stupid, bitch. I don't like you. Are released, removed, freed, and brought on back home to the mother, the father, and the child. Okay. Where we at, honey? Where we at with this list, bitch? Okay, Kim Burrell, bitch. You had no, matter of fact, Kirk Franklin. Girl, you another one, Miss Thing. You are another gay. And baby, you got the nerve to be treating your son. You had to treat your son the way you treated your son. And I know you molested him, bitch. I know it. I know you did it, bitch. And sitting around here treating him like the motherfucking scapegoat. I decree and declare that any and all of my energy, like sparks, soul fragments that ever got caught up and lost within Kirk Franklin, child molesting ass, are released. Child molesting, scapegoating, and black sheeping, the way you did your son, are released, removed, freed, and brought on back home to the mother, the father, and the child. Get my shit, bitch. Last but not least in this on this list for the gospel artist is Kim Burrell. Now, girl, you had to know to sit your tail up in that pulpit and didn't know nothing that you was talking about, because bitch, this is my shit. You was talking about the people, gay people, and did not know that, bitch, I'm the head honcho, bitch. You did not know that I was in a boy body and deemed gay. And molested in the name of that Bible, and molested in the name of that and that shit that y'all worship, that Christian shit that y'all worship. I was molested because of it and tortured, and you had to know to sit your big fat synthetic weave girl, ooh, up in that pulpit and say shit that you ain't had, bitch, for that motherfucking reptile king that you worship, bitch. I decree and declare that any and all of my energy, like sparks, soul fragments that got caught up within Kim Burrell with her fat ass, fat, ugly, looking like a gorilla, are released, removed, freed, and brought on back home to the mother, the father, and the child. Okay. Now let's move on down to the movies and TV. Now, I did not put everybody on this list, but of course, Spirit is omnipotent. We are omnipotent. We know, we see it all. I don't have to name every one of them, but I'm gonna name some of them. And see, it's gonna speed up here because I ain't got much to say about a lot of this other stuff. Now let's go on down to let's head it on down to Jamie Foxx. I decree and declare any and all of my energy, like sparks, and so fragments coming up out of the following. Okay, Jamie Foxx, Tom Cruise. Now there is something about Tom Cruise. There's something about you, bitch, coming up from the throat chakra. When I was Lilith, there's something about you coming up very pertinently. Okay, Miss Thing. I decree and declare that any and all of my energy, like you are, I just heard you were a freak of nature. I decree and declare that any and all of my energy, like sparks and soul fragments that got caught up with it, Tom Cruise, and even Katie Holmes, Nicole Kidman too, all y'all are released. Any and all of your movies, whatever, all released, removed, freed, and brought on back home to the mother, the father, and the child. Okay, here we go. Denzel Washington. I don't know how individuals found you to be the sexiest man alive. I did not see it for you. I'm not gonna say I disliked you. I didn't necessarily dislike you, but I did not see. I didn't see it. Okay. I decree and declare that any and all of my energy, like sparks and soul fragments that got caught up within Denzel Washington at any time, that got lost and stolen by Denzel Washington at any time, are released, removed, freed, and brought on back home. I see I'm losing my voice too, child. To the mother, the father, and the child. Okay. Now where we at? We're going Denzel Washington, Michelle Pfeiffer. Even though I fuck with you, Michelle. You a good actress, but get my light sparks back, okay? Halle Berry. I fucks with you too, but I'm gonna need my light sparks back, baby. Okay? All y'all really stole them. I mean, but just get my light sparks back. Halle Berry. Halle Berry, Halle Berry. Okay? Rachel McAdams. Now, I got something to say, Rachel. Now, I fucks with you, Rachel McAdams, and Ryan Gosling. Both of y'all on the list at the same time. I'm gonna need my light sparks back because that movie, The Notebook, had me glued to the. I watched that movie about 100 times. I gotta tell you, and I cried about 300 times watching them scenes. I couldn't stop crying. I do gotta say thank you for those tears because ultimately what they were really doing was clearing my system out of the gunk and all the shit and all that shit. So thank you, but get my light sparks back. I decree and declare that any and all of my energy, light sparks, and soul fragments are coming the fuck up out of Rachel McAdams and Ryan Gosling. Now, let's talk about these awards. Any and all the awards that any actor, actress, whatever, singer, shit, has won. Bitch, I decree and declare that any and all of my energy, like sparks and soul fragments that got caught up within the midst and lost and stolen within any of these awards are released, removed, freed, and brought on back home to the Trinity, me. But I am gonna go down this list of the shit that I want my shit confiscated from. Now we talking about the Grammys, okay? The Grammys. I'm talking about every single statue, bitch. Every single statue go up in every single one of these statues in these folks' houses or wherever the fuck they got them stored at, and snatch my light sparks up out of them. Okay? Excuse me. Grammys, Oscars, MTV Music Video Awards, Soul Train Awards, People's Choice Awards, Tony Awards, Actors Guild Awards, Golden Globes, American Music Awards, BET Awards, Teen Choice Awards. I decree and declare that any and all of my energy, like sparks and soul fragments that got caught up, lost, stolen, and captured within the midst of any of them trophies that I just named are released, removed, freed, and brought on back home to the mother, the father, and the child. And yet, and still, I ain't done. I decree and declare any and all of my energy, like sparks and soul fragments, caught up within the following. Where we at now, child? Teen Choice Awards, GLAAD Awards, even the GLAAD Awards, because bitch, for me it's not. For me, y'all bitches sitting right here acting like y'all lesser than these motherfucking breeders, and ain't. I gave you authority. And you need to be acting like it. You need to love yourself and stop looking at them for motherfucking acceptance. Fuck them bitches. Okay? I decree and declare that any and all of my energy, light sparks, and soul fragments caught up within that are released, removed, freed, and brought on back home to the mother, the father, and the child. Now let's move on down. This is the GLAAD Awards, the NAACP Awards, okay, the CMA Awards. I'm now talking about awards of any kind. Awards of any kind. Spirit, most beautiful. Go on up in them, hunt them down, and find your brothers and sisters and the rest of my babies and bring them on back home to the mother, the father, and the child. Okay. Now, where we at? Any and all newspapers, magazines, newspaper and magazine advertisements, The Super Bowl, baby. Sports of any kind. Basketball, football, baseball, tennis. I don't give a fuck. These athletes, all of these athletes, go up in them and take my light sparks up out of them and bring them home. I decree and declare it. Okay. Um. Jet and Ebony magazines, because see, these magazines, these are some of the earliest magazines, but especially Jet and Ebony, and those the beauties of the week. Again, Jet and Ebony and the beauties of the week. I decree and declare that any and all of my energy, like sparks and soul fragments caught up within Jet and Ebony, are released, removed, freed, and brought on back home to the mother, the father, and the child. Okay. Oh, we almost done. Thank you. News and Observer newspaper, Raleigh, North Carolina. The Independent Weekly, which is the newspaper. Okay. Raleigh, Durham, Chapel Hill. Job Finder. But I'm gonna do a separate one about the job market anyway. So, Bossip.com, MediaTakeout.com. What's that other one? Child. I done forgot the other one, honey. But you know what I'm saying. So let's go on down. Let's go on down this list. TMZ.com. Now let's get to the artificial. I bet you bitches had the nerve to think that you could ever steal mother's beauty. Okay, you thought that you could steal my beauty, baby. Even in a boy body. Even in a boy body with HIV. You could never, bitch. Now you thought that you was stealing my beauty. Cause my beauty don't come from the outside, it comes from the inside, bitch. It comes from the vibration of my body. Do you hear me? Because you better. Now, I decree and declare that any and all of my energy, like sparks and soul fragments that are lost, caught up, and stolen within the midst of this false beauty industry with these motherfucking lashes and these wigs and these weaves and this makeup that y'all wearing are released, removed, freed, and brought on back home to the mother, the father, and the child. Which, bitch, it ain't you. Okay, so I'm talking about stylists, wardrobe, nails, fake nails, of course, wigs, weaves, lashes, makeup, braids, dreadlocks, fashion, these luxury brands, including but not limited to Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Prada, Yves Saint Laurent, Alexander McQueen, and I'm gonna get on Alexander. We gonna do a little. I'm gonna have a pow with Alexander himself. We gonna talk. Okay. Ralph Lauren, Chloe, Balenciaga, ooh, Burberry, Giorgio Armani, Christian Dior, Fendi, Bottega Veneta, Givenchy, Hermes, Valentino, Vera Wang, Coach, Balmain, Ferragamo, Lanvin, Marc Jacobs, Rolex, Max Mara, Dolce & Gabbana, Emilio Pucci, Kenzo, Calvin Klein. I gotta talk about that right quick too, because Calvin Klein, baby, you tried it with the Mark Wahlberg ads back in the day and had me glued to them advertisements and to that TV whenever I would see Mark Wahlberg up on that screen. I decree and declare that any and all of my energy, like sparks and soul fragments, they got lost, caught up, stolen within any of those television advertisements of Mark Wahlberg or Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch back in the day, are released, removed, freed, and brought on back home to the mother, the father, and the child, bitch. Where we at? The Met Gala. Especially the motherfucking Met Gala. Y'all up for the bitch, please. I decree and declare that any and all of my energy, like sparks and soul fragments that are caught up, that had ever gotten caught up, lost, stolen within the midst of the Met Gala, are released, removed, freed, and brought on back home to the mother, the father, and the child, which is none other than myself. Bitch, we here in one body. And yeah, you couldn't fathom. You couldn't even fathom. And you damn sure couldn't face me. You thieving ass bitches. Now who that Met Gala? And I'm talking about the whole entire fashion industry. The designers, the models, and the agencies. Now I decree and declare that any and all of my energy, like sparks and soul fragments that had gotten lost, stolen within the midst of any and all of the aforementioned. The above aforementioned are released, removed, freed, and brought on back home to the mother, the father, and the child. Immediately, and this permanently across all realms, timelines, and dimensions, and it ain't shit that it ain't nobody, you can't do shit about it, bitch. I decree and declare that this cannot be altered by any source outside of myself. I decree and declare that my energy cannot be cloaked. You cannot cloak yourself within my energy to attempt to change it, bitch. I decree and declare that any and all of the above aforementioned, not only this part, but part 4, part 3, part 2, and part 1, are permanently blocked and banished from my energy, my auric and energy field forevermore, across all realms, timelines, and dimensions. Okay? Thank you. Bye-bye.